Hey people, Philip Blank here, and with us we have a pair of the Klipsch T5-2 ANC True Wireless earphones. Now this is the McLaren edition, and being a huge fan of Klipsch and their home subwoofers and speakers, and two, a massive fan of McLaren, I've been really excited to get my hands on a pair of these. They went on sale for half off on Amazon, so I knew I had to pick up a pair. I got these, and today we'll be doing an unboxing, review, and then a comparison to the already incredible Apple AirPod Pros. These are phenomenal, and so I'm really eager to see how will these stand up and really which one I'm going to end up going with, as you don't need two sets. So without further ado, let's get into it. Starting with the box, the presentation and coloring on this thing is awesome. I think it really does the McLaren name well. So let's open it up. Just got a little tab here on the bottom. And slide it out. Welcome to the speed of sound. That's kind of fun. This is very nice opening up. Got our manual sitting here on the top. It's pretty thick, a lot of pages. Oh, it's more like a book. Nice. History. Oh, we got a little card. Serial plate. That's metal. That's nice. And then this is going to be your manual. Under that, we have a little quick guide for the base. Two-sided. And some, ooh, awesome stickers. Noble, Speedy Kiwi. I like that one. Okay. Getting into the product, we got the case. I love the look of that. A little carbon fiber overlay and that tire tread. The Zippo style flip up. Not bad. And then got the little buds with the orange tips, playing off of that papaya orange. Ooh, and the McLaren logo on one and the Klipsch on the other. Nice. Little charging buttons on the back. Go ahead and stick them in. Now I like how it has the little indicators on how charged your case is, so you're never guessing. They say a charge can last up to 7 hours, which is better than the AirPods, and then the case itself has another 21 hours of storage. Now, thankfully we got USB-C on the back, which really should become standard. And we got this tire pattern over the edges, which they say is from the F1 car style, so that's extra fun. Holds pretty tight. Oh, look at that. Doesn't even fly out. Nice. Zippo style is a little bit different, but not bad. Feels pretty solid. You can even see the indicator when it's closed, so that's a perk. Getting into the rest of the package, you have your ear tips in this container. We got the USB-C cable, and it comes with a little USB-C to USB-A plug, so that's handy if you're not switched over to USB-C yet. Now this is a nice cord. It's woven with little orange accents in there to match your package. USB-C on both ends. So. Under the foam insert, we have some compliance papers, so nothing important there. And we have the pad itself. I'm definitely glad they included this in there. It's totally extra and just really completes everything that you're getting. So we'll pull it out. Got some weight to it, although this isn't metal. That's sad. Okay, now the tips. There are a lot of different sizes here. It says to go ahead and place the earbud in your ear, see how it feels, and then go up or down from that. So it's a lot of variety for a bunch of different ears. That's pretty nice. Let's go ahead and pair it up, and then we can get into the app and interface of these guys. So open them up, and you pull them out, and then you hold the button till we get a signal. And there we go, Klipsch T5 ANC. Simple as that. So let's open some Spotify and get into the app. Now to be able to with the headphones, you first have to get this Klipsch Connect app. Download it on the App Store. Get it installed here. Open her up. And then, okay, yes, we can send notifications. Accept the terms. Give it that Bluetooth and Wi-Fi access. Good to go. Okay, found it right away. Setup, pair your device, pull them out, hold that, we did that. Searching, connecting, searching, connected. Okay, that was pretty easy. Pick your style, we got the McLarens here. Continue, give your product a name. Now, naming convention, I always put for my daily headphones, one at the front. This way you can always have this as the top Bluetooth item through your settings, since that's what you're gonna be pairing to the most. So I got my one Pro Nino and one McNino since he's the McLaren. Day rack, just a setting. We'll leave that on. And Bragi. So this is with the head gestures of nodding and shaking your head to do stuff. So we'll go through these. Yes, we went noise canceling when listening to music. And yes, we went transparency mode when on the phone. Okay, here we go. So Bragi, nod 3 times to accept calls, shake 3 times to decline calls or skip the track. Yeah, let's have those on. Okay, we'll register at a later point. Skip. Now we are ready, so let's go through the quick start guide. Pull them out, turn them on, put them back in, or hold them for 1 second. Easy. Pair, pull them both out, and then hold it. We did that. Charge, just plug it in, or use the base. Status indicator. Right, it's charging. Okay, pair, connected. Easy. Okay, controls here. So we got different controls on left and right. That's nice. Got a volume, skip. Hold for Siri. Okay, different commands during the call. One is to answer, 1 second hold is to hang up. Got it. Okay, factory reset, don't need to worry about that. Wireless reset. Nice. Place okay, make sure you're putting the right in the right, left and left, good for that. And this is the home. So update available, let's check what it's got. Update that. Ooh, Bragi only takes 2 shakes instead of 3. You can do it anytime, not just in the first 10 seconds. So we'll get with that in a bit. Okay, we have our equalizer. Pretty simple if you ever mess with that, but it's nice to have the ability. ANC, that is how we switch between our active noise canceling versus just off. So you can have all these different settings in each of the modes. That's a good addition, so you can change the sidekicks and stuff as well. How strong the transparency is. Pretty good. Okay, we got our interactions page, which is where we were at earlier. Just a few more options to set through. Like solo mode here, make both buttons mirrored when you only have one in. Now it's really awesome that Klipsch gave us all these customizations. They didn't have to, but definitely a perk to be able to kind of customize everything as you'd like. So I think we're good and set up, so I'm gonna go ahead and get out and using these guys. Now one thing I've noticed is the noise canceling is actually quite a bit more effective than the AirPod Pros. Now one, you should be driving with noise canceling on. I'm just doing a quick loop in the neighborhood to kind of see how it cancels out, say possibly engine noise or flight noise, as that's one of the best times to use the noise canceling. So far it is definitely better than what the AirPod Pros do. So that's a positive point. Okay guys, here we are a few days later after some use of these guys. I must say they are good, but good enough to beat out the AirPod Pros? We'll get into that. So let's go ahead and start off with what is great about the Klipsch here. So one, I really do love the branding of what they did with McLaren. They definitely put effort into the looks. You got the papaya orange inside, matching a lot of that signature McLaren coloring. You do have the carbon fiber here on the front, and then you got the tire tread on the outside, which is kind of a little fun extra. First, inside, charging, I've not really had any issues with that. Battery life, you never fully wear these for 5 hours straight. You always wear them for a couple hours of work or exercising, things like that. You put them back in, they charge right up. Also, the noise canceling on these is really good. I would say it's almost better than the AirPod Pros in kind of certain environments. I do notice that things like clicking of this, the higher pitched noises get through easier, but when it comes to the drone of an engine or say in a jet, that really is where you want the noise canceling for a lot of those consistent sounds. And I think these do a better job at blocking those certain frequencies out. The Bragi features, which is the nod to answer the phone call, works fine. Shake your head to skip the song. They used to have it to where you shake your head 3 times at the start of the song within 10 seconds, and that would skip your song. The update made it to 2 shakes, and then you would could do it any time during the song. So there's times where I've been nodding along, or even I was driving once, looked left and right, and it skipped the song. So again, don't be using noise canceling when driving. You need to hear your environment, but there's just times where I'm like, darn it, I didn't mean to skip the song and it happened. Obviously, those are all optional. You can turn them on and off, so they're bonuses if you do want them. You also have click twice to go up on the volume on the left and 3 times to go down. So you do have volume control where the AirPods did not have that. So that part's nice. Getting into the cons. The big con that will probably push me over the edge to where I don't want to keep these, they have a voice that announces everything. So when you click it to switch between your transparency mode, it'll go transparency off, and it cannot find a setting to shut that off. So noise canceling on, transparency off. Anytime you touch, it says that. Anytime you put them in, it says device paired. It also says the battery life. If you like that, that's fine, but I usually don't care about those things. I just want it to work. So when I put the AirPods in, it's seamless. That I cannot find a setting to shut off, and it's been really frustrating. Now, the other major thing so far is if you're on Android, it won't matter, but coming from the AirPod Pro, you open this up, it instantly connects. When you put them in, you can see the charge level on left and right super easily, but the other thing is when you swipe down for your command center to change your volume, you can touch to switch between transparency and noise canceling and off. This does not have that feature. If you want to get to this, you have to go to the Klipsch app, wait for it to connect, then go into the noise canceling settings just to switch between. There will be many times where I will be on my phone, somebody will walk up, and just instantly I can swipe and hit transparency. It happens really quickly and seamlessly all from that command center, and these cannot do that. Obviously, it's part of working within the Apple ecosystem. The other thing we got here, even though they are premium and they do have your carbon fiber, I handed them to my wife. She knows little about either. She just knows whether she likes it or not. She said, she started flipping it open. She goes, these don't feel as nice as your AirPods. They feel a little cheap. They do feel lighter. You don't have the same magnetic solid hinges. I mean, you have a length hinge and it's plastic. So it just does not have as premium feel as the seamless AirPod Pros. One nice thing though is it's definitely a nice pad. So I do wish the outside of this was metal or possibly even branded. Now it doesn't even say Klipsch or McLaren or anything on here. It says on the bottom, but not when it's setting. If you're paying extra to get that McLaren, you've got the papaya orange there in the cable. They're doing nothing here. It is USB-C, so one, if you don't want to use the wireless charger, your USB-C will plug right into the back of your case there. But these do work on other devices, so AirPods there, phone there. So if you're wanting it just for the charging pad, it's kind of expensive for a charging pad for if you're not going to use the headphones as much with your AirPods. So I think there's better alternatives for charging pads out there, but it is a nice addition that they included it with the package. Getting into the physical difference of the earbud itself, as that's what you're going to be using nonstop. One with the Klipsch, you have a multitude of options to pick from for your ear size. But just physics-wise, you are putting your earbud like this, where the weight is above. That means it's constantly trying to fall and get away from fully comforted and seated. Obviously, they're small and lightweight. It's not that significant. With the AirPods, though, you set them into your ear, do a little twist. Now, one thing to note, I really like the memory foam earbuds tips, so you can buy these aftermarket, just B&H, different places, and they really make long-term listening more comfortable. But you stick that in, and the weight goes down. So, let's see here on the right, it does not feel like it. If you shake your head or anything, there's no free play. On the left one, stick that in. It takes a little more fidgeting to get comfortable, but then say if you shake your head a little bit, you feel it trying to pull itself out naturally. That just comes from the shape. I know this is what a lot of earbuds go with, but again, it really points out how well made the AirPods are. So with that, I would have to say, comfort-wise, the AirPods are definitely more comfortable than our Klipsch here. So the other major aspect of earphones is the audio quality. I have been, wearing both at a time just to try it. So I'll sync iPad and my phone, hit play at the same time. So you kind of have the audio of both, just to see if you can hear a difference. And then I'd switch between the full pairs. I really cannot tell. I won't say that I'm an audiophile to where I have to have everything, but I know the AirPod Pros sound really good, and honestly I couldn't say that these do sound any better. Now these do have a higher waterproof rating. They are sweat resistant. AirPod Pros don't have a claim for that, and they don't say they are, but I've worked out with these for many years and never had an issue. You just avoid getting them wet. They get a little sweaty, you wipe them down. So when it comes to battery life, I do believe the AirPods last a little bit longer. When it comes to the size of the case, I do have a shell on these with the silicone case to protect them. About the same. The Klipsch is a little smaller, but again, in your pocket. I was sitting on these the other day. You have sharper edges, so I would give the win there to Apple again. When it comes to features, you do have the Baragi in here with the gestures. I don't need that to where you could say this would win, but the intuitive ability of the stems to just quickly squeeze, pause, play, all those things, triple click to skip with these, it's more natural to me than to get used to shaking my head around for that. So when it comes to features, I'd say it's a draw. When it comes to fit, again, every ear is different, but for me, comfortably, with the stem going down on the side versus the bud going up on this, I would have to pick the AirPods as well. So with these, I really do want to love them. I mean, I was using these as I was editing my McLaren, the 720S video. So I was like, hey, McLaren headphone, working on the McLaren video. But again, just all the features and lack of any issues on the AirPod Pros is just gonna leave me always going back to these. Just the novelty of having McLaren branded. I mean, their marketing and everything with the packaging was just beautiful work, but it comes down to the product itself. You're not gonna keep going back and opening the box over and over just to experience that. So if you're interested in either and you really dislike Apple, I would say it's fine to go with these. They do work well. I don't have many complaints with them, but if you already have the AirPod Pros or you're considering which one to get, I don't think there'd be any reason that I would pick these over these guys. They're really that good. So if you're interested in these, I don't knock them. They definitely are good. I really do like what Klipsch did, just not better than the AirPod Pros. Let me know if you haven't had any other experiences with the AirPod Pros that you say hate and you really want to switch to these, or if you got any questions on either. I'll do my best to get back with you down below. And so with that, I thank you for your time and wish you a good day.